Hey, happy Monday, y'all. This is Tanay again, coming to you with another clay tutorial. While I've been working through a couple of academy lessons, one of the use cases that I discovered is that's so useful is being able to crawl job postings directly inside of Clay. Now, the reason why that's useful is there's a lot of reasons. First of all, a company that's hiring has a clear indication, like they have budget, they're in aggressive growth, they're open to opportunities, there are points of contact inside the company that are actively looking to grow sales and revenue, expanding headcount. So that's what's known as a trigger. It's a trigger for growth, and in reality, that's an amazing opportunity for your business to reach out to them for various things that can help them save time, grow sales, or products and services that might be important for them as they're looking to grow. So for this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a use case. So I'm going to use an example of a recruitment agency, for example, that specializes in connecting organizations with remote talent, remote overseas talent. So instead of hiring in Europe or the US, where on-site roles and even remote roles can be very expensive, what this firm specializes in doing is connecting these companies with highly talented, highly skilled overseas talent that is very like it's very affordable but also has world class quality. So that's what we'll use, and let me show you how those triggers will work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to find those job posts. We're going to figure out, are they really good, like let's are they really good remote work opportunities, and then we'll research the company and we will draft an outreach email to this company pitching them our services. All right, so let's get into the technical deep dive. All right, gonna go and start over here. Make my bubble a little bit bigger. Cool. So we are gonna go and create a new table. Add a table, and we're gonna do find jobs. This is cool. So let's go ahead and find, let's say for this company, their ideal trigger is when organizations start hiring for remote jobs. So what we can do is let's go into the job description and let's type the keyword remote over here. And if you have specific job titles that you would like to target, you can put them here. Location, let's just say that as a recruitment company, my ideal clients are all United States based. So I'm just going to put that over here. Um, Job type, really don't care. Recruiter, don't really care. And let's just say like the posting date, let's keep this very fresh. So let's say the maximum days since this was posted is 1 day. So I just want like the freshest and the most recent job opportunity. So it's top of mind. The companies are more receptive to automation, to outreach. So let's do that. For this video, I'm not gonna pull 10,000 rows, so I'm just gonna limit it to, like, let's just say 7 because I like the number 7. And I'm gonna limit the job posts per company to a single one. So let's do it. So that's gonna find all of the jobs that have been posted over the last 1 day. There is nothing. Let's tweak Let's tweak the filters, remote description. Let's broaden this as well to Europe, or you know what? Let's not mess with that at all. Let's just increase the maximum days posted to 3. Let's preview. That's 1,000 plus results of the jobs that have been posted in the last 3 days, which is awesome. So let's do that then. Let's go ahead and import this to a new table. And I'm not going to mess with anything over here right now. Let's import the results. I'll pause here until the table is populated. There we go. Now we have these 7 jobs that are pulled in here. This is probably going to be closer to 100 or 200. So at this point, we have to go and we have to kind of see, okay, is this really a remote job, or because we just did a search for a keyword. So hopefully the name of the company doesn't have the word remote inside it, like for example, remote works or something else. Um, and is the job position really remote, an actual legitimate work from home opportunity, or is it something like remote sensing or something? So this is when I will have an AI jump into this. So we're going to use Claygen to make sure that this job LinkedIn URL, it's an actual legitimate work from home position. So let's go ahead and add a column and let's use AI. I'm going to use Claygen because I like Claygen, and I've got the prompts ready. Um, I have the prompts ready. So if you want the prompts, just let me know. Happy to send them over to you. So your task is to analyze the job posting at this URL. I'm actually going to replace that with the job LinkedIn URL. So Claygen can go crawl this, look at the job description, requirements, responsibilities, and find out if it's a actual legitimate job position or not. Let's see if the job is qualified, remote job qualified, and why. I don't want to take Claygen at its word. So let's just say qualification reason. So this is going to output, is it qualified and why do you think it's qualified or disqualified? So let's go ahead and run that, pause here and let the agent do its thing. Cool, we're back. Now, Clayton is still struggling with the last two because these companies actually deleted these job posts. So that's fine. It's not going to consume credits. It's not going to run. We are just going to ignore that for now. But interesting because just in these first seven, we already found one that Clayton says is a Oh, yeah. Um, when you click in through here and you click into the response column, you can see the output columns here. So what I did was I added both of these as a column over here. So the qualification reason and the remote job qualified as a column. So once that's done, I can actually see the results over here. So the reason why this thinks that this is a great job is if you double click this and click these two arrows, it actually says this job description explicitly mentions remote work flexibility. Now, that means that this company is a really good fit for our product or services. So, what we'll do now is we are going to do some deep research on this company to find out, does this company fit our ICP? Like, is this an ideal client for us, or are they too big? Are they too small? Are they in the correct geographic area, etc.? So, all of that we can do right now. But the first thing to do is we have to enrich this company because right now we don't know anything about them at all. So we are going to go and enrich this company. But we don't want to enrich every company because, oh, look at that. It just came back for no. Yeah, we don't want to enrich every company over here because some are obviously not a good fit. We don't want to burn through Clay credits. So we will only enrich the company if this field is a yes. So I'm going to click use AI in the conditional field over here and say only run this if the qualification reason, sorry, if the remote job qualified column is yes, and generate the formula, validate whether this is going to run or not. And thankfully, when the row is blank, it won't run. That's exactly what we want. So only one case in which it'll run. So output is correct, save the formula, and continue to add fields. The only thing I want from the fields when we enrich the company is their LinkedIn URL. I don't need anything else for now. Save and run, 7 rows. Let's enrich this. It'll take a second. I'll come back to you. Oh, there we go. So we found the company information. We found the company's LinkedIn URL. Final step now. We're going to have, well, not the final step, second to final step. Now we're going to see whether this company is a good fit for our ICP or not. So let's use Mr. Clayton again. Now, the second prompt is this big prompt. And I'll send this to you if you ask me in the comments, no problem at all. And just gonna paste it here. Using the company research data provided, assess whether or not this company fits the ICP. So, and we can dump all the company information here. Company info is here. And I'm just going to dump the entire thing over here, the Enrich company, everything that I know about this. If you have a better way to do this, let me know. I'm of course more than open to suggestions. Cool. Let's go ahead and ICP Fit, yes or no, and reason for ICP Fit. Go ahead and run that. Oh, and always make sure that if we are here, we are making sure that we're not running the agent for any company that is not qualified. So there will be a formula here that makes sure that we're qualified before we start sending agent off and doing deep research on these companies. Cool. So it just came back with the result, and let's dump all of the columns into another couple of columns over here. All right, so we see that this company is actually an ICP fit, and there's a reason here as well. So that's perfect. That means that I'm ready to draft an email response to them based on everything that I know about them and the job. Now, there's a lot of differing schools of thought around should you just let the AI handle all of the emails and the outreach and everything. I think this is my opinion. I think no. I think it's better because this is such a valuable contract for this company. I would do the copywriting and the email copy manually. However, I would let AI prepare a draft for me for sure. Um, Depending on the volume that I have over here, I would probably like if it was me, I would go ahead and review those drafts and then set up something by myself. Now, however, feel free to disagree with me and let the AI craft the entire email along with the subject line. Yeah, it's I guess it's a question of philosophy and the school of thought. So anyway, let me know your comments and your opinion on what you think. Last step, I am going to use AI to actually draft an email for this company, an outreach email. So let's go ahead and use AI to do the last step over here, which is use the company and job information, create a personalized outreach email, and put that over here. And I'll say company info is here. Same thing. Dump all of the company properties here, and job info URL is here. Right? And the response is the entire email. We're going to go ahead and run this now. Oh, and of course, same thing. Make sure not killing credits by making sure that we are only doing this for the ICP assessment. If it's an ICP fit, is yes. So we don't want to do it for a company that is not an ICP fit. So let's go ahead, do that, and save and run. We stop here, let the AI cook. All right, so Clayton just finished drafting out the email. Let's take a look. What does it look like? Beautiful, fabulous. I love this. It addresses the job description specifically. Um, it starts off with a nice compliment, gives us the value proposition for our USP front and center. Nice call to action. Again, this is a nice draft in my opinion. I would rather a human being takes a look at this and maybe even personalizes something for the hiring manager or something else. But I feel like we just got 90% of the heavy lifting done here, and then we did like an augmented hybrid model to supervise the AI's work, and then take the rest to the finish line. So I think that this is already like really valuable. Now from here, it would be very simple to just take this, put this into an Excel spreadsheet with the company name and the email, and just go and find people who are responsible for owning this job. Now, if it's a small company, we can just use Clay to find the owner of the company and email them directly. Or if it's a medium-sized company, we can look for people with the job titles, hiring manager, recruiter, um, operations manager, depending on your own company's needs and your own ICP. Because when you're drafting out your ICP, you already know like who is the best person, the correct job title, and the seniority. You will have already figured that out. So it's very easy to go and plug that all into Clay and find their contact details and then send them the email. And this can kind of put all of your prospecting on autopilot. And then yeah, this is just an example of how AI, this would have taken thousands of dollars in employee costs to go and analyze jobs before this, to go and find out who's hiring, who's not hiring, figure out what they're hiring for, whether it's a legitimate remote job opportunity or not. Yeah, so all of that automated away in a 15-minute setup. So yeah, let me know what you think about this, and whether, if you have any thoughts on how you would improve this or tweak this. And if you need the prompts, I'm more than happy to share them, of course. Let me know. And I really hope that you found this video valuable. Thanks. Have a great rest of your day.